The atmosphere became tense, a silent storm that was about to blow up in the world of hip-hop and love, and the lights flickered. An undercurrent of drama has always existed in Atlanta, where relationships are as erratic as they are intense, but tonight was different. Erica Dixon and Scrappy's relationship was set to collapse due to the turbulence that had been brewing for weeks or possibly years. Ever since their split and the birth of their daughter, their relationship had been tense at best, with frequent flare-ups and old wounds that never fully healed. However, it wasn't just their relationship that was broken. It was the relationship between Erica and Scrappy's mother, Momma Dee, that really set the fuse for as long as anyone could remember. Might recall Erica had never been friendly with Momma Dee, who was proud of her. The author of Larger Than Life had never been afraid to voice her thoughts about Erica's life decisions, particularly in regard to her son Lil Scrappy. She frequently and openly criticized Erica in ways that caused more damage than anybody could see. Strongly independent and protective of her family, Erica had always retaliated, but it had never been sufficient. At a party hosted by one of the city's most powerful promoters that night, it seemed as though all the unresolved tension had finally reached its breaking point. The air was alive with music and laughter, but for Erica, Scrappy, and Momma Dee, the gathering was just another battleground. The three had avoided each other for most of the evening, but fate brought them together. When they least anticipated it, despite her best efforts to enjoy the evening, Erica, wearing a sleek black dress, kept looking at Scrappy. The tension between them was evident in every word, gesture, and glance, and of course, Momma Dee was also present, making her presence known with her unmistakable. The first sparks flew when the personality was bigger than life. Momma Dee, who never holds back, went up to Erica in a nearly vacant area of the venue. Her voice, as loud and brazen as ever, broke through the music. "You think you can just come around here and act like you're the only person who matters, don't you?" "Dagger," Momma Dee said, "you're nothing more than a baby mama, and you're not even with my son anymore." Erica was already agitated by the repetitive passive-aggressive behavior. The fire was felt by jabs. "You don't know anything about me or my life," Erica said in a cold, calculated tone as she began to ride Momma Dee. "If you stopped trying to run everything, maybe you'd see that I'm trying to be a good mother to our daughter regardless of what you think." Venom was enough to send Momma Dee into a frenzy. "You believe you're superior to me and that you can manipulate my son, but you're not." Nothing but trouble. It was evident that the hostility between Erica and Momma Dee had reached a boiling point as the disagreement swiftly erupted into a flurry of words and rising voices, involving the two ladies in a full-fledged yelling match that the onlookers started to notice. After months of putting up with Scrappy's mother's meddling, Erica had already reached her limit. "Do not meddle in my affairs." Mother Dee Erica's eyes were burning with rage as she yelled, "You're not going to tell me how to live my life anymore, Momma Dee." Momma Dee stepped forward, chest out and ready for battle, saying, "You can't handle me, girl. You think you're grown, but you're still just a little girl playing house." Lil Scrappy then entered the scene in an attempt to defuse the situation, but he could already feel the storm building. Tension, the heat between the two women he loved but could never seem to please, and he had attempted to mediate before, but this time it had gone too far. Scrappy yelled, "This isn't the place for this. Y'all have to stop," but neither woman listened. Erica, fed up and furious, turned her back and left, needing space to escape the toxic environment that was suffocating her. Before she was able to flee in a fit of rage, Scrappy grabbed her arm and dragged her back to him. "You're not going anywhere," he said. "When things get rough, you have a lot of nerve to act like you can just walk away from them." Scrappy growled, his eyes wild. Erica's heart was racing. I twisted out of his grasp and released myself. In an instant, "This is your mess, not mine, Scrappy." Scrappy slapped Erica, his rage erupting forcefully across the face. Everyone in the room fell still as the slap reverberated, sending a shockwave of incredulity. Erica staggered back, her hand automatically going to her cheek. The slap's sting went deeper than just a physical one. The room was silent, and all eyes were on the three of them, deep in their shared memories. Erica's cheeks were now red from the slap, and her voice was trembling, but resolute, cut through the tension like a knife. "You've really lost it now, Scrappy. You've crossed the line." Scrappy stood frozen, his own eyes wide with shock. He hadn't meant to hit her in that way, but the anger caught up with him at that moment, and he felt the regret and weight of his actions. Falling almost instantly, Erica. "Not that I didn't." He whispered his voice just above a whisper, meaning for it to go like this, but Erica was already. She moved away from him and started crying. "I can no longer do this, Scrappy," she said, her eyes bawling. "I've had enough of being controlled by you and your mother." Scrappy stood frozen with grief as Erica turned and bounded out. Momma Dee saw her expression, which was a mix of amazement and joy that she had achieved her goal. When Erica eventually left, it was too late. The damage had already been done, and the fallout from that night would reverberate for weeks. Scrappy stood by himself in the center of the room, feeling the full weight of his actions crash down on him. His eyes followed Erica as she vanished into the night. Momma Dee, the connection between Scrappy and Erica was forever altered, and their gap only widened. Never left Scrappy's side, but even she was unable to ignore the loss of something priceless. The night began like any other, full of promise and promise, but by the end it had left behind nothing but broken hearts and fractured relationships. Scrappy had crossed the line, and in the process, he had destroyed what little remained of his family. It was a moment that would painfully haunt all three of them. Warning that when you've lost control, sometimes love isn't enough to save you.